dark. 'Cause once you let the light in, you won't see the beautiful stars shining down from afar. No, I ain't afraid of the dark. I don't mind the rain, bringing life back. We can breathe again when dealing with the pain. No, I don't mind the rain.
When we look at this orange here, there's a reason I asked Dad to peel this the way that I did. This orange is going to kind of represent the earth, okay? So you guys remember the layers of the earth that we talked about? The three main layers are crust, mantle, and core. So today we're going to use this orange to help us understand some important characteristics about the Earth's crust and the upper mantle. So the crust of the Earth is not one smooth, unbroken layer, right? The crust of the Earth is not one smooth, unbroken layer. Rather, it's broken into several pieces called tectonic plates.
No, getting old don't bother me. Truth can be a bitter pill, but it'll do you right and set you free the way a lie never will. Like climbing up the steepest hill. But truth can be a bitter pill. And ooh, that's the way it goes. Life will teach you what you need to know. And ooh, like the river flows, life will take you where you need to go. That's the way it goes. Life will teach you what you need to know. Ooh, like a river flows, life will take you where you need to go. And ooh, that's the way it goes. Life will teach you what you need to know. And ooh, like a river flows, life will take you where you need to go.
Well, Joe is finally on the mend, and I am super excited because it's never fun when Joe isn't feeling good. The whole house feels it. You know, Joe's kind of like the Rock, and he's been down with a pulled muscle in his back, and he also got sick super bad. And his allergies are kicking his butt. So he's got like a triple whammy going on, but he's doing really good. His back is on the mend. So we're getting to work on our woodshed. We had plans to do a woodshed for our new property here. We have a ton of firewood that needs to get split and stacked so that it can season. The previous owner that had this cabin, they bought and paid for a bunch of logs to be delivered to the property for firewood. And I mean, there's a lot of it, like birch. So it's just been sitting there. And we also took down a bunch of birch trees on the side of the cabin. You guys might remember that a month or so ago. The trees were really close to the cabin, and it makes us nervous with like the high winds and stuff that we get sometimes. So lots of wood that needs to be processed and nowhere to put it. So we're doing a really big woodshed right here. The cabin's right over there, so close enough to the cabin, but the woodshed's gonna be going right here alongside the driveway. And Joe and his wisdom drew up these plans with measurements the way that he does. It's so funny, I was having coffee this morning and Parker saw Joe's notebook sitting on the coffee table, and he picks it up and he's looking at his drawings and his measurements, and he's got it listed out how many posts he needs, how many bolts, like all the things. And Parker's like, how does he even understand this? And I'm like, that is your dad's brain on paper. That's what it is. He always does this little rough draft drawing, but the vision is there and it always comes out beautiful. You guys know that. He's just a genius, in my opinion. Okay, so a super duper important update for you guys. A lot of you have been asking consistently, and I totally get it. Like, we've shared a lot with you guys and we kind of left you hanging on where we're at with Kellen and the adoption process, and that is just because it's a process. You know, there's a lot of paperwork, there's a lot of negotiating, there's a lot of things that has to go on before it even gets to the level of being seen in front of the judge. We're there, we've been there, but we've been waiting on the Alaska court system to assign us a date to appear in front of the judge to finalize the adoption. And I was told that that can take anywhere from 2 to 4 to 6 months, just depending on the court's scheduling and how many cases they have. So I haven't said anything or updated you guys because there hasn't really been an update. We've just been in the process. Progress has been moving forward in the right direction, but we've just literally been sitting here twiddling our thumbs waiting on the court system. But I officially got notice today that we have a court date set in the very near future. And it was just a huge thing. It's so funny. Kellen just asked me about it this morning. Mom, did you hear about the judge yet? Did you hear from the court? And I'm like, no, I haven't heard anything. And I just have to keep telling him, we're just waiting, Kellen, just waiting for the date. And I got the email and I yelled for him to come downstairs and told him, and he just like screamed and was so excited. We've all just been waiting for this day. Didn't know when it was going to come, but it's finally upon us here in the next few short weeks to a month. Fingers crossed, pending any schedule changes with the attorney or anything like that. We should be bringing this chapter to a close pretty soon, and that's going to open a whole new chapter for us, and we're super excited. So I just wanted to update you guys, for all of you that have been wondering about the adoption. What's going on with Kellen? Are we still moving forward with that? Absolutely 100%. We've just been at the mercy of the court, and now we're there. So the woodshed is pretty much going to go from about here where Joe dug that first hole all the way over to about here. It's going to run alongside this driveway, and I'll pop in a little picture here. Joe's probably going to kill me. I'll be sure to ask his permission first, but I'll pop in a picture of his little drawing so you can kind of get an idea. So his plan is to have bays for the wood to be stacked, but also to have one of the bays with doors as like a little shed, and we're going to be using that for all of the wood processing equipment, like our log splitter, wood chipper, chainsaws, all the things. It's going to be nice and organized, and it's all going to be a part of the woodshed. So that's the plan that Joe's got, and I think it's going to be great. And I do like that it's really close to the house. We still plan on keeping some wood stacked under the house. You guys know we have like a big section of that by the greenhouse right under that deck, just because it's really convenient in the wintertime to run downstairs and grab wood when you need it. So I am doing a, what would you call it? Like a mycotoxin test. It's a urine sample that you do and you send it off to be tested. I ordered it through my functional doctor. And basically, you guys know I already did my mold test. That came back with some mold that I'm working on detoxing. But I have not checked myself for heavy metal toxicity or even like environmental toxins like glyphosate. So this test is just a urine sample, but 48 hours prior to taking the test, you have to not eat certain things because certain things can interfere with the test and the outcome of it. And also, you know, like when you are testing for heavy metals and things, fish contain heavy metals. And so like, well, that's one of the things you can't eat 48 hours prior to taking the urine sample is fish and, you know, anything like that, tuna, anything. And then they were saying stuff that's high in iodine, anything that's high in selenium, no dairy. I'm like, what is high in selenium and what is high in iodine? So I go and look it up and it's like eggs are high in iodine. Okay, so I can't eat eggs for the next 48 hours. Beef is high in selenium, and I think it said chicken was high in iodine or selenium too, one of them. I'm like, what exactly am I supposed to eat for the next 2 days? Because y'all know I am a meat eater and I eat dairy. I'm not one of those people that has an issue with dairy. I don't have a reaction to it. It doesn't cause inflammation, anything like that for me. And we're super excited to start up with our raw milk again. I did not eat eggs today, and sadly, I did not have any half and half in my coffee today. If you like cream in your coffee, when you don't have cream, it's a little bit bitter, and I really did miss it. So today and tomorrow, I cannot have any cream in my coffee. That's what made me bring this up to you guys, because I'm making coffee for Joe and I right now, and I'm about to have my second cup for the day, and it's gonna be black with honey. Ugh. Yeah, so I should have that testing back within a few weeks, and if you guys want, I can share those results with you. I think it tests you for like environmental toxins, like I was saying, like glyphosate, and you know, all the things that they're spraying on our food and our crops today, guys. It's like our bodies were never meant to ingest all the things that we're eating, and that's why a lot of people are sick. It's because of the way that we treat our food. So I just want to make sure, you know, I'm working on my Lyme disease. I'm working on detoxing from this mold that I tested positive for. So I figured, why not just test everything and just, you know, knock it all out at once so that I can feel 100%. If you have toxic levels of heavy metals or glyphosate, environmental toxins, you're gonna have autoimmune symptoms. You're not gonna feel good. You're gonna have inflammation, joint pain, headaches, sinus issues, sleep trouble. There's a lot of symptoms that come along with that. And so I just wanna encourage you guys, if you're somebody that hasn't been feeling good for a while, or maybe your symptoms just started out of nowhere, and you don't know why, maybe you've been to like several doctors like I was and nobody could help you find the root cause, find you a good functional doctor and get some testing for mold, mycotoxins, and I would even recommend Lyme disease and co-infections. These ticks be carrying some nasty diseases, and you would be surprised what you come back positive for. And a little bit of detox goes a long way, so it's well worth it. And if it keeps you off of all of the pharmaceutical drugs for the rest of your life, then it's definitely worth it. Okay, lucky Joe. He gets to have cream now. I'm so jelly. Cream in the coffee. It's good stuff. Thank goodness for the honey. What's gross?
Black coffee.
Black coffee?
Yeah.
Tell me about it, Parker, okay?
Yeah.
You don't have to rub it in my face, okay?
When I made coffee one time, before I put my honey and creamer in there, I tasted just the black coffee, and I had to go spit it out in the sink. That's how bitter and gross it was.
Well, maybe you'll feel different when you get older and you're like a man. You know what I'm saying? Because there's
Like
a lot of
Dad.
men out there.
Dad was in a phase for a good
He was.
second.
Dad did go through a phase where he just drank black coffee. Wow, his coffee looks so much more tastier than mine. It's okay. I can do this for 2 days, right? I can do anything for 2 days. I'm not addicted, okay? I'm not addicted to cream. Don't be passing no judgment on me. Speaking of cream, I am going to be doing a super simple, super yummy blueberry ice cream recipe tonight for the boys. I obviously will not be able to partake in that, But it is so good. I made this once before at the little cabin on the hill. We still have a ton of frozen blueberries from when we went blueberry picking last year. And it basically calls for like heavy cream, blueberries. I think it's sweetened with honey. I can't remember, but I'll make sure to put the recipe in when I make it. Put it in the freezer, let it get good and solid, and then it's like a delicious homemade ice cream. All right, Joe, I got a special order of really creamy, super yummy coffee. And I hope you enjoy it for me because I don't get to have cream, okay? Huh?
You being a whiny baby?
I'm being a big whiny baby. I'm so sad. But I made it just for you, just the way you like it. Super duper sweet. 3 tablespoons. 7 tablespoons of honey. I'm just kidding. Oh, tell me how it is, Joe.
It's creamy.
I'm so jealous. Meanwhile, I'm gonna drink this. Let's see. It's not bad, you know? The honey makes it doable. It really does. All right, Parker. I got a special job for you. You think you can handle it?
What?
Since we had to clean out the greenhouse, right, for the moms to give birth in there, a lot of this stuff came from inside the greenhouse. And we just didn't migrate it over to the garden shed yet. So I was gonna pay you a little cash to do Mama a favor, you know, help me out. I'll kick you down a little bit. Basically, everything over here should be neatly stacked in the garden shed.
Okay.
Make sure it's done neatly, or else that'll irritate Dad if you just throw it all in there messy, right? But really, essentially, the only thing that should be left out here is the firewood. All of the buckets and the soil, the tarp should be folded and put away, all the things. All of these garden tools, the T-posts, the tomato stakes, all that goes in the shed. Yeah. You think you got it? Yeah? How's $10? Does that sound fair?
Let's make it
20? Boy, you trying to work it. I'm gonna come inspect it though. I'm gonna see how you did. Don't be jipping me, okay? All right, let's see how you do. That's like my new favorite thing because they get allowance every week. They get $10 a week. They have chores every day. They have a chore chart on the fridge. But Joe and I randomly find projects like that we don't feel like doing. Kick them down $5 or something, you know? They like to save up for toys and things like that. It makes it fun for them, and I don't feel like doing that, so.
Go. Stop. To put a little stick on it or something.
What you gonna do, Joe? Don't want to stay, huh?
That's pretty much what it needs to be. Too heavy.
Like the 3 little bears, Joe. Huh, Kellen?
Yeah.
How did the 3 little bears go? This one is too big. This one is too small.
I can't remember it all.
But this one is just right. How's it going, Parker?
Last load.
Last one?
Yep, now I just gotta sweep it out.
Awesome. Thanks, buddy, for helping me out.
Yeah.
Almost dried enough.
Dad makes it look easy, huh?
I know.
Look at that.
How is it?
It's amazing.
Don't mind all the smushed chicken poop.
It's okay. Smushed chicken poop is a regular thing on a little farmstead. We ain't gonna worry about no smushed chicken poop.
Right.
Parker, it looks great, buddy.
Thank you.
Nothing but firewood. Dad's chopping block. Maybe you can just grab these fence panels for me, P.
Alright.
And just set them behind Dad's garage. But this looks awesome. Thanks, buddy.
Yeah.
Such a big helper. Was that a lot or is it okay?
No, it's fine.
Sweet.
It was actually a little less than I thought it was going to be.
You thought it was going to be more than it was? Well, you just took a little thing off my to-do list, so thank you.
Yeah.
You can do both at the same time? You're so strong.
I feel like I've been here before, familiar with the view. This ain't nothing new. And every time that you walk through Show me what it's like to be circling among the clouds. Because without you by my side, I would be stuck here on the ground. You're lighting up the way, I can see the road ahead of me. I won't be stumbling in the dark. Your eyes are shining like the stars. I was down until you saved me, until you set me free. My eyes were closed, now I see clear as day. And I just wanted to say that you can take me high. Feels like I can fly. You can take me high. I can see the sun staring at you when you make that smile. I'm moving closer to you now. I can't get close enough somehow. And I was down until you saved me, until you set me free. My eyes were closed, now I see clear as day. And I just wanted to say that you can take me
You got it, Mama.
I couldn't imagine the pain and how hard you have to push just to get those out. Oh, Bella, there's... What is that? Oh, Bella, girl.
You got it, Bella. It's so cute. You got it, Mama. Yes.
Oh! There's still more in there, huh?
You did it, Bella Boo. Good job, Mommy.
Mom, it looks just like her.
He's beautiful. He's got like a mix of her and Frankie.
Little white hearts. Dude, Mom, that is beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
It looks just like Titus.
She's like, I gotta clean that one too. What a wonderful thing to wake up to today. We knew Bella was close. I mean, we all knew Bella was close, right? She was huge, just like Tilly. So I was pretty sure she was going to have triplets, but what a beautiful sight. And what's crazy to me, I actually posted, I think it was on Instagram. So if you guys have little ones watching right now, make them cover their ears, or depending on what y'all share with your little ones or how little they are. So when we bought Frankie from the breeder that we got him from, we took him to the vet. We usually establish care with a livestock vet for all of our animals, because up here in our area of Alaska, the livestock vets are few and far between. So if you have an emergency with your livestock, it is really hard to find somebody that can come out right then and there and assist you in an emergency situation if you have not already established care. You know, so being that we breed every year, I wanted to make sure that we had that option there just in case we had any birthing problems or things like that, things that Joe and I couldn't handle. So anyway, we took Frankie to the vet when we first got him, and the vet was like, oh, he only has one testicle. And I'm like, what? She's like, yeah, he only has one testicle. And I'm like, well, maybe the other one just hasn't dropped yet. And she's like, no, at this age, it should have already dropped. And she's like, it's normal. This happens sometimes, you know. And I'm like, man. So I called the breeder and I let her know that the vet said he only had one testicle. I mean, because we bought Frankie for breeding. That was our whole purpose for him, was for him to be our breeding buck year after year. And she was so nice. And she immediately was like, oh, I'll trade you for another buck. She's like, I'm so sorry. I didn't know. And Joe and I were talking about it, and we're like, you know what? Let's just give Frankie a shot. Even though he only has one testicle, he's got a testicle. You know what I'm saying? So let's just give him a shot and see how he does. Lo and behold, Frankie said, I'm going to show y'all. My one testicle get the job done. Tilly and Bella both threw triplets this year. So it's just ironic, and it's kind of funny, you know, because people that breed goats and stuff, it is looked down upon when your buck or your ram for sheep only have one testicle. But Frankie's doing what we bought Frankie to do, and Frankie's doing it pretty darn well. So I am so excited. Bella did absolutely amazing. I get super emotional watching the birthing process, especially when she is literally cleaning one or two kids over here at the same time that she's pushing out the third one, the second one, or the third one. Like, it blows my mind, the instinct that these animals have, and that nurturing nature, that mothering instinct to just put their babies first, no matter how much pain she's in. It's amazing. And I cry every time. I'm such a big sap. It's a beautiful thing. So interesting. The first two kids came out face first, the way that they should. They usually come out nose and hooves first, kind of like they're diving. If you think of something diving into a swimming pool, that is how they usually come out. That's the best case scenario. The third one, our little doeling, our little girl, who we named Chloe, she came out butt first. Like, when we saw her coming out, we saw a huge bulge. Thank God there was no issues. She just slipped right on out. And Bella did it. But they're all doing really well. They're all nursing. You guys saw me there doing a little bottle feeding with the first one that Parker has named Stetson. And that's because he had already been born and was out for 2.5 hours while the other ones were coming out and everything, and had not figured out how to nurse yet on Bella. And it's just super essential that they get that colostrum right away. That first milk that the mamas have is loaded with vitamins and minerals and nutrients that the babies need for, you know, ensuring that their immune system and everything is super strong in those first few days of life. So typically, if I don't see them latch on and nurse within like the first 2 hours, I will milk out mama a little bit and then bottle feed them just enough to give them a little boost in the beginning. And we don't use a milk replacer. We use mama's milk because we don't want to like interfere with that bond and that instinct that they have for their baby and their mama's milk. But after that, he did great. Since then, they have all three latched on. They are nursing and they're pouncing around already. It amazes me the energy that these little babies have just a couple hours after coming out of the womb. So anyway, guys, I'm so excited that we got to share that with you, because as you know, this birthing season for all of our animals, we didn't get to really share that with you because they all did it in secret. we would like come home from run into town, or we would wake up in the morning and they already had them. We barely caught Tilly, and thank God we did, because you guys know we had to save 2 of her babies that weren't breathing. But Bella kind of saved it for us, and I just think that's super sweet. That's kind of Bella's nature. She's very friendly. Bella was bottle fed herself, and so she doesn't mind human touch. She doesn't mind human interaction with her babies. She was just totally welcoming and open to the boys, loving on her babies, and she's just a very, very good mother. So we couldn't have asked for a better outcome. But today, Joe and I are going to run to town. We have to grab a couple things. We need some more cement for the front footers on our woodshed. And then we previously sent in our windows, our canvas windows for our boat, because when we moved from the cabin castle to this house, when we were coming down the driveway, there was a tree branch that was kind of hanging over, and it sliced that canopy window completely. So we had to take it to, like, you know, the upholsterer shop or whatever. And they repaired the window for us. They called us this morning and they said they're ready. And guys, next month is June. So I'm like, summer's here. Thank you, Jesus. We're going to be planning our first remote cabin trip in June. And so we want to make sure the boat is good to go and ready. So we're going to go get those windows and grab some more cement and continue work on the new woodshed. All right. So we're doing like a mini breakfast date this morning. The boys have had breakfast. We got them set up with their lessons, and they're gonna work on school while Joe and I run a couple errands and grab breakfast. Joe and I might do this like once every 6 months, like go have something to eat without the boys. It doesn't happen often, but I do look forward to it.
Martha came from off the farm, ran right up, jumped in my arms. I said, you're coming home with me today. Martha, you're the sweetest girl, an angel sent down to this world. I love you more than words could ever say.
All right, so we're getting breakfast at the Windbreak Cafe. It's a little hole-in-the-wall cafe, and the question is breakfast or lunch? It's actually 12:15 p.m. and I had all intention of getting breakfast, but now I'm thinking about their gluten-free BLT with a pickle on the side, maybe 2 pickles on the side because I love my pickles. I don't know, Joe. Are you doing breakfast or are you doing lunch? Tough decision. They got good coffee though. I'm excited.
Down in the holler, in mansion or squalor, Martha, where you are is where I'll be. Evening comes, lay your head down, give your weary legs to rest now. Moon is high, but darling, not for long. I will write a song about you, how I could not live without you. Martha, I will meet you at the dawn. Martha, my darling, your name I keep calling. Heartaches forgotten when you lie with me. Down in the holler, in mansion or squalor, Martha, where you are is where I'll be. Martha, my darling, your name I keep calling. Heartaches forgotten when you lie with me. Down in the holler, in mansion or...
So I have a couple shelving projects that Joe's gonna help me with. I have a little wall in the kitchen above my grain mill and everything, and my little rice holder. I want to put a shelf there, just like a wooden shelf with black iron holders for the shelf, because I need to put my cookbooks and stuff up there. And then I also have a little wall in my bedroom where I want to put all of my books and you know, some knickknacks and things. So we're just buying some shelving and some little brackets so I can get those books put away. They've been on the floor since we moved into the cabin. They've been on my bedroom floor in the corner, and I would like to get them organized. All right, we are going to be giving some vitamins to all the livestock. We usually do B12, selenium, like once a quarter. And then when we have babies, we like to give them probiotics just to kind of boost their immune system and help the little guys out. You know, scours is a very common thing with babies, whether it's calves, lambs, kids. That's basically just diarrhea. We don't have any issues with that right now. They're all doing super good with mama's milk, but we're gonna give all the babies some probiotics, and moms are getting vitamins, the B vitamins today. Dads are too. And we are out of selenium. We meant to pick some up while we were out, and we completely forgot. But for now, we're gonna go ahead and administer this to the moms and the babies. Bella's like, give me some of them B vitamins, Joe. Let's see how you feel once he starts holding you down. Oh, she wants it. Oh, good girl, Bella. Yummy in the tummy. We're gonna go ahead and give Bella some probiotics too. We'll probably just give it to everybody. It doesn't hurt. It can only help them, and she's getting excited about these vitamins and goodies. Oh my goodness.
I don't know if you want it. It's nasty.
See if you like this one, Bella. How's that one? I wish the sheep were this easy. And there's the babies. Yeah. You're sweet little babies. Look how skinny she is now. Oh my goodness. Look at that, guys. There you go.
Tell your mommy, honey.
It's good for you, Tanner. I promise. Want some vitamins? Huh? Oh, you look like you were taking a nap. But all her little baby's sleeping with her.
Yeah, I'm going.
Oh, good girl, Tilly. One more, mamas.
And go.
Big boy. And Star. Oh my goodness. Girl. Look at Ruth. What y'all doing over here? Oh, gotcha, Ruthie. Her butt's right on a tree. Ooh. Izzy is currently the only lamb that lets us touch her. So we are going to be keeping Izzy. We decided we're going to keep her as part of the flock. She's going to become one of our mama breeders, huh? Oh, these lambs giving us a run for our money. Hi, Elijah. Okay. Oh, okay. I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna get you. Oh, Joey. They're so fast. Naomi done knocked me into the hay feeder. Literally fell completely on the ground. I think I still have moss in my hair. Broken nail. It's all good. All good in the sheep hood. Oh, hello, Winnie. I'm okay, mamas. You come to check on me, huh? Oh my goodness, it's amazing how friendly the kids are compared to the lambs. I mean, it's their nature. Not always, but typically sheep are pretty skittish.
Yeah.
He's all right, Nay. He's good, mamas. Come here. Oh, it's okay. Oh, Joe. It's okay. It's okay. Oh, it's okay. It's okay, Jacob. Sweet baby. Oh, he got so scared. It's okay. Your little heart's beating so fast. See? It's okay. So this is the dad to all the lambs. He's a good ram. He's still a little brat. Joe's the only one that goes in the pen with him because he will ram you. Joe has to lay him out on the ground sometimes. He comes after Joe and tries to get him.
And no, his horns aren't touching his head yet.
It's like, not this stuff again. Yeah, we were concerned about Peter's horns. They were curling into his skull while going in that direction. They're about a solid inch from his head right now, so he's still doing good. We keep a close eye on him. If Joe's got to trim his horns, then we can do that. Some of you had asked about our livestock. So our sheep are Icelandic Shetland cross, and we got them from a breeder here in Alaska. Our goats are Frankie is a mini alpine, which is a cross between a Nigerian dwarf and a standard alpine. So he's smaller. Frankie is much smaller than a standard alpine. Still pretty big, but he is a mini alpine. And then both of our dairy goats, Bella and Tilly, are mini Nubians. Mini Nubians are a cross between a Nigerian dwarf goat and a standard Nubian. So they are also smaller than a standard Nubian. So, because Nubians can get pretty big. So all of our goat babies, our kids this year, are kind of like a new cross. They are a cross between a mini alpine and a mini Nubian. So yeah, they're a great dairy breed though. They produce a really good quantity of milk and the milk is delicious. I got a question today. Somebody had asked about, you know, livestock here in Alaska. Are there other people that have goats and sheep, and where do you get your hay? There are a lot of small farms and homesteads in Alaska. You can pretty much find anything, cows, pigs, goats, sheep, rabbits, chickens, all the things right here in Alaska. And same thing with like hay. There's commercial type places that sell hay. There's also small privately owned businesses that sell hay, and even like small families that do hay on their own property and they sell it when they bale it every year. So we've got lots of options for hay up here and lots of options for like alfalfa pellets and any kind of grains and chicken feed and things like that we need. So in my opinion, it's really been no different for us than the lower 48 as far as acquiring the animals that we wanted for our little mini backyard homestead, and same thing with the feed and the hay. So Joe, you good?
Yep.
Baby,
What?
there's something about you wrangling an animal that just kind of makes me excited. I'm gonna get you a cowboy hat. Yeah, Frankie turned out to be a beautiful buck. I'll pop in a picture here of what he looked like as a little baby. Lexi used to say he looked like an alien, and I have to say I kind of agree. Do you want me to stand behind him, babe?
Nope.
Okay. Oh, yep, you got it. I know, I'm watching them horns. I gotta tighten it a little bit. Cause it's got about 2 or 3 finger spaces.
Yeah,
okay. Yeah, you're so handsome.
Soul searching, fall apart. Tunnel vision, hiding in the dark. Well, I ain't gonna holler before I really bleed. Salvation, a quick fix remedy. You said I never could change. I thought I never could change. They said I never could change. Damn right I never would. Leave the light on. Leave the light on. Just leave the light on. Yeah, leave the light on. If I'll ever change.
I got a little dilly for you. Tina got a little dilly for you, okay? My Nana used to sing this song to me when I was a little girl, and I never understood it, but I get it now. Okay, here goes. What? You want to hear my little dilly? I got a little dilly.
What's a little dilly?
A little dilly, a little song.
Let me see it.
Let's see if you get it, okay? Because I didn't get it when I was little, okay? Whistle, daughter, whistle, and you shall have a goat. I can't whistle, mommy, it hurts my throat. Whistle, daughter, whistle, and you shall have a cow. I can't whistle, mommy, I don't know how. Whistle, daughter, whistle, and you shall have a man. I just found out I can. Is that good or what? You like it? Do you get it?
Yeah, I get it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get
Yeah,
it.
she didn't want no goat. She didn't want no cow. But she gonna get her a man, you know what I'm saying? Nana used to sing this one too. You ready? There once was a farmer who took a young miss in back of the barn where he gave her a lecture on horses and chickens and eggs and told her that she had such beautiful manners for a young girl that suited her charm, and he'd like to take her in his washing and ironing, and then if she did, they could get married and raise lots of sweet violets, sweeter than the roses, covered all over from head to toe, covered all over with sweet violets. Action! Cut! Action! Cut! Just kidding. Action! Get it. Oh, Calvin. But for now, we're gonna go ahead and wow. Oh my, Calvin! Riding a horsey like this, yeah! Do it, Calvin, yeah!